Hi everyone, this is Master Sergeant Sandman 1, and today I'm doing a review of 2 figures and 4 custom weapons that I've made for a buyer who on YouTube goes by the name of Silk Smooth. He has kind of talked to me on Discord and asked for these figures, so now today I'm finally doing a review of them, and right after this they're going to be put in a box, and as soon as he pays me they'll be shipped off to where he wants them. And so these figures are for him. So first, before I get into reviewing these figures, just hit that like button. It takes 1 second, and now we can just get into the video. So now starting out with the kind of based on Master Sergeant Sandman figure. So first of all, I'll just do the 360, and then we can get into his weapons. So first of all, as you can see here, he has the ACR, which has the EOTech and the forward flip-up iron sight. He didn't want the rear one, but he did like the look of having the forward one, so that is just flipped down. Of course, that can't be flipped up as it's crazy glued to the barrel of the rifle, but it still adds to the look of it, and that's what he wanted. So, of course, up here, as I said, there's the EOTech. It has the little EOTech logo painted onto the side. That's also on this side. And this is made the same way that I make all my EOTechs, so it has the plastic, which then lets it that you can actually see through it, as you can see right there. Now also, for the PMag this time, normal Megabox PMags, they kind of go down at an angle like this because they're made for the MTAR X, but since I wanted to have more of a curve to it, like real life PMags do on M4s and ACRs, I put a just tiny bit of an angle on the slide part, so then instead of just going in like that, you can also kind of tilt it a bit. It has the ACR stock, and this of course is just one of the Megabox Barra 50 cal barrels with the kind of barrel that's sticking out mainly cut off. But that's pretty much it for the ACR. We can also look at his Desert Eagle, which is in a custom holster. So that's just a normal Megabox Desert Eagle. It's just plain black, and I sanded down the barrel slightly. And that is one of my custom holsters, which is made out of cardstock, which is kind of like a harder, tougher to move kind of poster board or paper. Also, this has a full layer of crazy glue on top of it, so it's really sturdy and stiff. So it works well as a holster and holds the Desert Eagle nice and snug. Now also, you'll notice with both of these figures, they both have the multicam painted all around them, and the kind of undershirt of their combat shirts painted on. My buyer didn't want the sides of the torso or of the plate carrier glued on, so I left those off so then he can take the plate carrier on and off. The head is just the normal Megabox Call of Duty head. For Master Sergeant Sandman, it has the little skull sticker on the back, and I didn't do anything to his head. The boots are brown, and the soles are kind of a super black, dark brown. And other than that, that is pretty much it for Master Sergeant Sandman. Oh, also, just before I forget, also the straps are painted on to both legs. That is done the same on the Frost figure. For the holster and the 2 magazines that are glued onto his left leg. But now we can go off onto Frost. And now here we have Frost, who again will give the 360, and then we can get right into his weapons. Before I look at his M4, I'll actually just say the holster is exactly the same as Master Sergeant Sandman's, and it just has another Desert Eagle, so I'll skip looking at that. But now we can look at his M4. So what I did with this was, again, I made a custom EOTech. It has a little EOTech logo on both sides, and again, you can just look through it, and it works just like a holographic sight, kind of. It has the kind of LSAT stock, which then I just painted a little bit of, but I left most of it gray. He also has the just normal M4 standard mag, and the barrel is actually slightly moved up, so you can't remove the barrels on any of these guns, because most of them have a good amount of custom work done to them. But for this one, I shaved down the peg that lets it connect into the main receiver part. So I sanded that down on the top so I could move it up a little bit so it would be more in line, so it looks like it has a monolithic rail all the way from the back to the tip of the barrel. Then also here we have the underbarrel M203 grenade launcher. That is actually from a Brick Arms M16, which I just cut off the grenade launcher and used it for this Mega Bloks guy. Then looking at Frost, he has a bit more to talk about than Master Sergeant Sandman, just because, first of all, I completely painted this American flag on myself. This is just the patch on his plate carrier. It's not perfect, but I did the best that I could, and I think I did a pretty good job of it. Then also looking at his helmet, I did a custom paint job on this. What I did actually was I put down a base coat of tan, which you can see a little bit of kind of back there. That's kind of the tan color, and then as it was almost half dry, I took a bit of dark brown paint on the tip of a knife, and I just kind of scraped through the almost dry paint with the dark brown, so it kind of made this kind of scraped, really worn, a lot of dust on it effect for the helmet. He also has kind of the gold goggles, which also have a gray outline. But then other than, of course again, the magazines on his left leg, again all the multicam all over him, the combat shirt, kind of undershirt painted on, and the knee pads, they were also painted onto Master Sergeant Sandman, I forgot to mention that, and the boots are done exactly the same. But that is pretty much it for both the figures, and now we can just go and look at the last two weapons. And now looking at the last two custom guns of this video, first of all we can take a look at this Mark 14 EBR. First of all, it has the Mega Bloks Bear 50 cal stock, because Silk Smooth wanted it left just like that. So then I kind of cut down the part where it attaches into the main receiver, so then it was kind of smooth with where it kind of moves up and stuff, because the Mark 14 has a very different style of main receiver from the normal Mega Bloks M4, which is kind of what the whole mid piece is based off of. Then it has a custom clay magazine, which is completely made out of clay and then just painted over with gray, and I used dark gray for the lines in the magazine. Then the whole thing has a coat of black paint all over it, and then there are the other paint details and a bit of clay there that kind of fill in the holes in the main barrel and allow me to make kind of the handguard. Then also for the barrel, it has just a little flash hider on the end, and again this is the Bear 50 cal barrel cut down. It has a little iron sight and the secondary, I think that's the gas piston, down below. It also had, or this Mark 14 EBR has the normal Mega Bloks Bear 50 cal scope, but it's cut down on the front and the top is cut off, and it's replaced with a kind of dial for zeroing on where you need to shoot. Also the sorry, I can't just think of it right now. The shell ejector is kind of painted in gray right there, and that's pretty much it for the Mark 14 EBR. I think it turned out very well, and I really like the look of it, and I think that Silk Smooth will be very happy with it as well. Now also for the last one here, sorry about the focus right there, this is a custom M16A4 from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. He wanted just a normal M4 barrel on it instead of the M16. So there's that. There's also the normal M16 stock, and it has the carry handle iron sights. It's a little bit high, but I cut it down as much as I could to kind of try to make it more equal with the front iron sight. Of course it's really not, because you'd have to be looking through there and have it angled like this to be able to line them up. But other than that, it's pretty good, and throughout the pictures that I've shown him so far, he likes the look of it. So that is pretty much all that matters, I guess. And now that we've looked at all the weapons, we can go and finish off this video. Okay, so I guess you made it to the end. So this has been pretty much it for these two figures which I've custom made. Now, just because I'm selling these figures to Silk Smooth, that does not mean that I am accepting new orders. This was one of the 4 orders which I mentioned in the previous custom order video. So just so you know, the kind of stop on new custom orders is still in effect. But as I said in the custom order video, I will make a new video as soon as I will accept more. It'll probably be at least 2 or 3 months until I take new custom orders, as throughout school and stuff I just don't have as much time for YouTube, and especially making orders for buying people. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I have a Discord now. There's a link to that with my username and my account number in the description. And also I have an Instagram that is also in the description as always. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Master Sergeant Sandman 1, out.